Okay, let's try another example here in Mr. Autry's notes, and here they are. It's minus x cubed plus 4x squared plus 11x minus 30. There's the function. The first problem, we would like to sketch this graph, but the first problem is, what shape is it? That's always step one. Hey, that's a negative. Well, we know the shape. It goes up and then goes down. So there's a concave up and then concave down. It goes down. There's the shape. And the easiest thing of all is the y-intercept. Let x equal 0 and y is minus 30. Well, there's the first two steps all done. We're not ready to sketch it yet. We have to do some more work. What about the x-intercepts? Well, what do? We let y equal 0. Now we've got to solve this. You see what Mr. Autry did is he divided everything by -1 to make it a little bit easier. And then, actually, all you have to do is take the very original function, think of all the things that go into 30, all the factors of 30, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3. And if you did that, when you got to -2, you'd put -2 in there and it'd make it 0. Sorry, when you got to +2, you'd put 2 in there and it would make it 0. That means x minus 2 is a factor because +2 makes it equal to 0. And then you try +3, it wouldn't work. But then -3 would work. -3 makes all this 0. Well, then you know that x plus 3 is a factor. If -3 makes it 0, then the opposite makes it a factor. X plus 3, x minus 2. Well, now I know what the last thing's got to be because minus 2 times +3, it's got to give me that plus 30 on the end there. So it's just got to be a 5. 2 times 5 times 3 is going to give me the 30. That's why it has to be x minus 5. If you are a little bit more careful, you put it out here, you could put a -1 like factoring it here. But anyways, it's got to be dividing everything by -1 and then look at this thing right here and think, okay, I put 2 in, I put minus 3 in, and it made it equal to 0. Then I've got x plus 3, I've got x minus 2. The last thing I've got to put in has to be a minus 5 to make it this plus 30 right here. So there's my intercepts at minus 3, at 2, and at 5. Now what about the stationary points? Well, that's pretty straightforward. All we do is go 3 times -1 minus 3x squared plus 8x plus 11. Make the derivative equal 0. Divide everything by -1, factor or use the quadratic formula. You get 2x values. Take those x values, put it back into the original equation. You'll get the y values out. And there they are. That's the turning point on the right, 11/3 and 400/27, kind of ugly. And -1 and minus 36 down here. There's the y-intercept. I know the shape, the only way it can go through here. And then the very last thing, what's the point of inflection here, where it turns from concave up to concave down? Well, take the derivative of the derivative. So you've got this minus 3x, so that makes it minus 6x plus 8. Make it equal 0 and solve it. That'll be the point of inflection. Well, that'll be minus 8 divided by minus 6. X is 4/3, takes 4/3. Put it back into the original equation, just like we did here. Back into the original equation. There's your y value. It's minus 286 over 27. Hey, that sounds a lot like the last one, or something like it. But anyways, that's it. That's how you do it.